It's time for another lot from our guy.
First things first, we gotta drop off this post. Onto the fun stuff. What's the number?
21, so 2,100.
That's terrifying.
You pretty happy with this deal?
I have the most precious cargo. You can deal with all that, yeah?
Sure. $2,000 for all this stuff. We will do a little bit of a breakdown and show you what is here, but I think we're going to do quite well out of this stuff.
We've done it again.
Spent $2,000 on this lot. There are some absolute ripper pieces here, so let's get straight into it.
Okay, the Nightmare Before Christmas Santa Jack action figure series 1 goes for about $80 in the box. We also have the Bridge and Highway set, not a perfect box as you can see, she vintage. We've listed that up at $100. And the Bandai, this is open, but it is not built. So in that condition, it's probably gonna go for about $40. We also have, this is a key expander for Atari. I got that right. And we've listed this up at about $200, but we've got to wait for the right person who wants it. We're probably going to get about $150, we think. And vintage controllers go like hotcakes, about $20 each. We'll test them and we'll lot some up. This little Brother 700T typewriter was made in Japan, and that one comps out at about $150. And we'll leave this little piece till last.
All right, we have so much stuff to get through here, but we'll start off at the Red Wings at the front. So these are newer tags, which really helps them. The Pecos, which is a good style. I'm thinking we're gonna get somewhere between $300 to $400 on those, being brand new, so very happy with that purchase. We've also got a little Charizard here. He's 2017, so it's not gonna be huge money on that, but I'm thinking 20 to 30. There's a couple things here that I really have no idea about and I haven't had a chance to sort of comp just yet. We've got this little Naruto toy, does have its tags with it. There was some characters going for like 30 and a couple going for upwards of like 50, 60, and there was even one listed for about 100. So we'll just see where we go with that one. We've got a couple random things here and I don't even really know what this is. I know this is vintage. It's got a massive butt and apparently it's called Baby Blinkins. I don't know the date on it. It doesn't say, but it's got a booty, so that's got to be good news. We also got this little girl here with her bell, which is pretty cool. New with tags as well. I don't even know if I can read that because it's in a different language, but we'll have to do a little bit of research on that one as well. Next up, we have a little Tommy toy. Now this is vintage. Tommy electronic control station. I think we're going to get about 120 on that, looking at comps that have sold on eBay. Next up, a set of Star Wars hardcovers. We're probably going to lot these up for about $100 for the set, and I think we should be able to get that because individually they're selling for about $30 each, so I think we'll get 100 out of those. All right, we've got this little Tannhäuser game. Now this on its own should sell about for $89.95, but does include the expansion in there as well. So we're probably looking at more like 120 on that one, which is quite nice. Never sold it before, but comps look okay. This one's pretty interesting. I didn't think much of this when we went to pick it up, but these little Iveco trucks, for some reason people grab them. There must be a better brand. I'm thinking we'll get at least $70 on that, so we'll keep you updated because I don't really believe it myself until it sells, but it's going to be an interesting one. All right, we got this little Cabbage Patch doll here. That one should go for about $50. We haven't sold too many of the Cabbage Patch stuff before, but we're pretty happy to have that one in the little collection here. We've got ourselves a nice little TI-84 Plus calculator. Now it does come with all its cords and bits and pieces, which does help it as well. We sold one of these recently for $49.95 without the case and the book, so we might get $59.95 out of that one. We also got this little pack of Lego. There's probably about, I don't know, maybe a kilo, maybe a kilo and a half there. So that's probably going to be about $40 to $50, I'd say, which is nice.
The Patterson proof printer is something we have never had before. We're going to shoot for $59 on that. We also have a couple of games. Hexpanse in really good condition should go for about $60. We also have The Crow Game, of course, Brandon Lee tragically died on set. If you ever find this brand new, it's about $300. In really good condition like this, but pre-owned, we're hoping for about $80. I don't know if I can actually properly show you these without my hands shaking. We have 3 promotional Harry Potter posters. These were for the book releases, and they were only in the bookstores when the books came out. And of course, promotional gear is supposed to be destroyed. So these are an absolute wild card. They could go for hundreds of dollars if we hold on to them and display them correctly. But when it comes to negotiating, that's a little bit tricky because of course our guy doesn't want to give us super rare stuff for cheap, but we don't know how long this is going to take to sell. We don't know who is spending a lot of cash on posters at the moment, and I really, really want to keep them. These are the other 2. This one was from July 16th, 2005. It was a wonderful day. The sun was shining. I was at the bookstore. And we have the smaller Deathly Hallows. Oh my goodness.
We also got some clothing and some hats, nice little Chicago Bulls, Mitchell and Ness, which is always pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell that or keep it. Little Los Angeles Kings as well. That one looks like a little bit older. Zephyr hats, NHL. John Deere. John Deere is a cracking brand. Obviously, this is a women's cap. I'm not really sure what comps are going to be on this, but I'm expecting probably around that $35 to $40 mark. Got a couple pairs of jeans. Nothing real special in here. What were these ones? Oh, these are Hugo Boss. We've sold Hugo Boss once or twice for around that $50 mark. You'd think they go for more, but they generally don't. Some Stockyard, R&M Williams. Stockyard's the lower end of the R&M Williams stuff, so probably about $39 on those. Got a nice little North Face long sleeve, brand new with tags, which is always helpful. Never stop exploring. There's the tags right there. So I'm expecting to probably get 45 on that one. And a really cool Wallabies jersey, Qantas, on the Canterbury tag, which is always nice. I think that one's an older style, so I'm going to have to comp what year that's from, because some of these are worth really good money if they're older. So definitely going to have to do some more research on that one. Got a really nice pair of Puma Suedes. Now these are in, I would say, almost unworn condition. They've even got the sticker on the inside there. So I'm thinking we'll probably get about $69.95 on these, being that they're like new, if not new. And a really nice Ferrari bag, and it's got like these little clips, like racing clips on it. So I think we're probably going to get a little bit more money out of this than normal. I'm expecting about $59 to $69 on this one as well.
Interesting little bits here. These are apparently photography developing timers, and we have 3 of them, and they can go like upwards of $100, $150. Very interesting to see how they will go. A little Brita water filter system. It's open in the box, and with this little guy with it, I think we'll get about $100 for that set. We also have a Sony Walkman in box, and we have done really, really well with Sony Walkmans in the past. Not many comps on this one that we can see, but we'll be shooting for 100 plus on that. We have a mishmash of toys. There are some Schley figures in here. There is some vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We'll comp them all individually, and then anything that's not worth our time, we'll just lot together. But we've been really enjoying the toys. Little Christmas plate from 1973. Should have listed it already. We'll probably get about $60 out of that to a collector. It's a pretty good brand and really nice design.
All right, we've got quite a lot of stuff here that we haven't even comped yet, and we need to do some research on, but I'll show you what's here. I won't be able to give you sort of any decent prices, but got a nice little Olympus recorder, voice recorder in box. We've done quite well with this sort of thing in the past, and we've never really had them in the box, so I'm assuming we're probably going to get upwards of 100 on that one. We've also got this really nice water timer for your garden. Some of these go for really good money. We'll have to obviously just comp the brand, have a look at it, but in very good condition. It looks pretty much unused, so that should really help the value on that one. Got a little rain sensor here as well. I'm not even sure what that goes to, but it's pretty interesting. We'll have to do some comp on that and work out what that is. If you know in the comments what that does, let us know, because I have no idea. We've also got this nice set of old school headphones. These are Sennheiser, so a really good brand, made in Germany. Again, we should get upwards of $100 in that. Again, I haven't comped a lot of this stuff yet. And this is a really interesting one. I'm gonna butcher this name, but I'm gonna go with Kairotsu. And this is an Ohmmeter Tester, so for electricians. Really good brand, so made in Japan, which usually helps stuff. So again, I haven't comped it, but when we were doing the deal, our guy was very confident that's going to go for upwards of 100. There's so many just random things here as well. This little Rubik's Cube, that's probably not going to be a heap of money, but we should, you know, get a couple bucks back on that. We've also got this little torque wrench buried under here. This is a really good brand as well, so we should do okay with this one. It's actually made in England by Taurus. As you can see, it's in foot-pounds. So this is a little bit of an old school device, but quite collectible. So we'll have a look at that one. All right, this is the big piece of the day, and this is something that we've never had before, and it's something we are going to have to learn. So this is by this brand here, Yaesu Amusen, and I'm not even sure I've correctly said that, but it is a component for a radio. So you know those guys that set up like little radio stations in their sheds and they have all those components? This is one of them, and it's a really good brand. It is new in box, so this has actually never been used. And these things even used go for sort of $300 to $400. So I think we can actually get a bit more being in the original box. So we're going to shoot for about $700 on this piece. Obviously we'll put offers on and just see what happens. And there should be one more piece around, but she seems to have gone missing. Jazz, have you seen Agatha around? Alright, and this creepy little thing here is Agatha. And we've named her Agatha. So she's a 1930s to 1940s Palitoy doll. Now, it's all plastic and very delicate. This thing here, apart from being the biggest creeper in the world, we should easily get over $100 because even damaged these things go for that sort of price. And this thing is in like immaculate condition. It does have a little bit of a chip on the nose, so I guess it's not immaculate, but in terms of the rest of the figure, there's no sort of breaks, there's no cracking. Everything's actually in really good condition. It hasn't faded or anything like that, which is quite rare for something like this. So I'm not sure if we're going to put this up for auction or just list it really high and see what Agatha gets us. But I really want her to go real soon because she's a bit of a creeper. So that's our $2,000 deal. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think of it. We're pretty happy with it. There's a lot of stuff here that we don't know, so let us know in the comments below if there's stuff there that we scoped over that you guys know. Yeah. There's plenty of stuff there that we don't. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time on Twilsy Thrifters. Bye for now.
Bruh, don't even start. We're trying to do videos.